Okay, what is up guys? Today I'm gonna go spend some time in the garage, which I haven't done for a while. Turn the light on. Shoes. I'm going to explain what I'm going to be doing with my 1998 RX200 Altezza, which I've actually made a couple of videos doing so far, but they're not going to work out because I've completely changed my plans. I apologize in advance for the quality of the editing and the recording. It's just on my phone, and I'm also editing on my phone, which is not ideal, but my laptop is in the shop at the moment and I'm a broke bitch and can't afford to get it back, so yeah. So I'll go over the Altezza and tell you guys my plans for it and what I've done so far. So basically it's going to be a full drift build, well, as much of a drift build as I can afford for it to be. I was originally going to do a 1J swap and just take this 3SG straight out because it's got 230,000 kilometers on it, and I figured it probably won't last long, but I then thought to myself, well, I want to get on the track as quick as I can, so why not give this thing some love and then do the 1J swap once it's dead. So that's what I'm going to do. I've already, as you can see, I've already taken out the intake manifold, the radiator, and well, the valve cover's off. We'll have a look-see. Wiring harness is pretty much completely disconnected, which sucks because I didn't need to do that now, but you can't really see because of the lighting. Yeah, we'll have a closer look at that in a sec. Yeah, so I was also going to keep it on the road so I'd be able to drive it to the track, but that's just going to be too much of a hassle with certification and all that nonsense, so I'm just going to make it a complete track car and I'll have to acquire a trailer and something to tow it with, so yeah. You guys probably can't see, but there's, you kind of can, but there's quite a bit of wear on the cam lobes. I'm going to get some feeler gauges and check out the valve clearances and yeah, probably start putting it together if that's all good. Before I get completely filthy, I want to take these, I'll have to switch the camera around. The RX8 has these ugly like half skirt things, and I've seen a couple without them and they look a lot better, so I want to take them off and we'll have a look. And also I'm going to remove the spoiler. I would normally set up a time lapse while I do that, but I can't do that editing on my phone, so I will just do it and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I got one side off. Looks a bit rough, obviously. There's adhesive around that I'll have to clean off, and it also leaves these holes here, but since I don't have side skirts to go on at the moment, I'll just plug them up with something so no water gets inside there for the meantime. That's the little ugly half skirt thing there. Obviously them holes aren't pretty, but I still like the look better. I really don't like these things, they look hideous. Makes the rear end look a bit higher, but once it's lowered and there's side skirts on there, it'll be all good. Okay, so I got the other side off and I actually just used my brain and realised that these can slide out of here, like this one, and just that's pretty ugly, isn't it? That's going to fall out. That one's broken anyway. I think I'll just plug them up with something for now. Alright, I'll pull the spoiler off and we'll pull the wang off. We'll get a before and after shot or something. Forward. Okay, the wing is off and I'm glad I took it off because look how rusty that is. It needs some touch-up paint there, that's sure, and that's filthy, full of sand. So it's definitely going to need some touching up. But I think it looks way better. Definitely. So obviously for it to look any good, I will have to get it resprayed because it's been rubbing and worn away the paint, and obviously it's all rusty and chipped. But what I've done for now, obviously I'll get some bungs to go on here as well, but I've just gotten some trusty old blue tack. Ta-da! and jammed it in the holes from behind just to keep as much water out as possible for the meantime. No normal person would have waited till they had everything they needed, but here at 13 Mile Factory we're full of passion and next to no budget, so this is what we're doing for now. And I'll have to take this liner out to get to the other hole to fill that in, and then once I got that there I'll give it a clean up. Fail, I just spent 5 minutes, well a couple of minutes taking that boot liner off, and look at this, I can't even get to that hole. Duh, obviously, should have thought about that one.
Oh hell no.
Okay, so just I was cleaning up the spot where the spoiler came off, nice and carefully. I'll probably eventually just get the whole boot lid resprayed, the trunk lid, the whole trunk resprayed, if you're in America. And I'll clean up where these little ugly ass side skirt things came off. Then we'll get back into the Altezza. Alright, so Duracell's cleaned that up as much as we can, and I just kind of put a bit of CRC on there for now, just to try and save it a little bit. Not that it's going to do much. These areas here, I've given it a wash. That adhesive is really quite hard to get off. I thought it might just be able to pick it off with my thumb, but it's a bit hard, so I might get some terps tomorrow, mineral turpentine, and see if that makes it come off a bit easier. And I might just put some blue tack in these holes as well, just to try and reduce the amount of water that gets in there. I mean, there's still this hole here that's wide open, but I figure the water can drain out of there, it can't drain out of these, so I might as well close them up. I mean, it's not going to be like this forever. I definitely want to get a full kit for it, but yeah, probably didn't need to pull them off, but I just don't like the metal, so yeah. So I'll quickly put that blue tack in there, and then we'll get back to the Altezza. So that's that done. Looks ridiculously ugly, but I'll get some bungs on payday, and yeah, hopefully it just keeps as much water out as possible until then. So a few people are probably going to wonder why I'm bothering with the Altezza when I've got the RX8 and I could drift that. Well, that is the plan for the future, but for now the RX8 is my daily. It's got to get me to work, it's got to get me and my girlfriend and soon our daughter around. So in the future, yeah, I definitely, that's the plan. I would like to have the RX8 as like the competition car, the really well built, full, you know, whole kit and caboodle kind of thing, and the Altezza as my seat time kind of car in the future. But yeah, I can't really remember what I said about the Altezza before, so I'll just completely run over what the plans are. So I don't have a lot of tools yet because I've recently moved back from Australia after pretty well losing everything I owned, but that's a whole nother story. So I'm kind of just making do with what I have, but for now I'll get some feeler gauges very soon and I'll check the valve clearances. If they're all good, then they're all good. I might just put everything back together and that'll be the engine bay for now, but if not, I'll obviously have to adjust them and maybe dig deeper, who knows. But apart from that, weight reduction is definitely going to reign supreme because it's not going to have all the power in the world until the 1J's in there. So yeah, I'll be ripping out anything that doesn't need to stay. Obviously adjustable coilovers, just weld the diff for now. Be nice to get some seats in there, and I mean a cage would be excellent, but yeah, that's kind of the rough plan. So, and obviously some angle mods, get a bit of extra angle for the dangle. So a bit of background on this car. I think I said before, it's got 230,000 Ks on it. My brother owned it for about 10 years before I did, and he didn't really look after it that well, so it obviously doesn't look very pretty in there. Oh, sorry, it looks a bit caramelized and burnt. I mean, you look inside the valve cover, it's not pretty, but that's alright. I mean, we're only going to be using the 3SG as long as it lives, kind of thing. So, but because I don't have tools and the things I need, there's not a lot I can do at this end of the car for now. So I think for the rest of this video we might start at the boot and start ripping out things that don't need to be there, because weight reduction for the win. Obviously my mum borrowed this off my brother at some stage to take hay to feed her horses. Yuck. Alright, boot lining's out. Looking much better. You guys probably aren't going to be able to see in here very well because it's so dark, but the bottom half of the rear seat's out. That literally just yanks out, and then I will take the rest out. There's some, where are they? Oh, you guys cannot see that. There's a bolt down there, another one on the other side, and probably a couple more, so I'll find them and we'll say bye bye to the passenger seat, to the rear seat, sorry, and I think the rear speakers can probably go too. Bonus rear seat treasure, 732 Imperial socket. It's a bit rusty, but still usable. Alright guys, so I'll give you a quick look at what I've done today. Obviously took all the lining out of the boot. It's pretty dark, I'll just wrap this up before you just can't see anything. Obviously the rear seat's out, speakers are out, rear parcel tray, seat belts. Oh sorry, my finger's in the shot there. And no joke, there's a lot of weight loss there. I'll show you the pile of stuff that's came out of the car. Look at that. A lot of the stuff is light, like the seats and that are pretty light, but I mean there's probably 2 kilos in that. Speakers, they're not very heavy, but the seat belts are heavy. There'd be at least a kilo in the seat belts. So yeah, progress. Starting to look like a race car. Alright guys, I'll probably wrap it up there. Sorry again about the editing. It will get better. I'll get my laptop back soon. Yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys again soon. Sweet. Cheers guys.